No.
Yeah.
How do you, okay, do you have to have a membership in order to participate?
No.
No. Okay.
No.
Okay.
Memberships are $20 a year, and you don't have to have a membership to walk in the door.
Yeah.
We have so many people that come in just for lunch or just for exercise classes. We have an African dance group. They're not members. They're all younger. Well, primarily.
Yeah.
They're younger. Yeah, it's not me. And they just have a wonderful, fun time. And we have dances. You don't have to be a member to come to the dances.
That's good. That's
So,
good.
yeah.
What exactly do you have to be a member for? Like,
The membership actually is what helps support the center and keeps us going. It also gives you a discount on trips and tours.
Oh, that's
We
right.
have those.
yeah, tell us about those. Tell us about the trips and tours.
Okay. We recently, they just got back on Sunday from a 2-week cruise through the Panama Canal.
Nice.
Yes, and they're all raving about how wonderful it was, and I got to see pictures today. It was absolutely gorgeous. The next one is some local trips. One is to Spokane to see Wicked, and one is to Hamilton. The Hamilton Players are putting on Oklahoma, and then there's a dinner afterwards. And so, yeah, there's always a trip, always a tour. Something's going on with those,
Cool.
and so they get a discount for that.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you said it was only $20 a year?
Yeah.
To be a member? That's really nice.
It is.
That is really nice. What
is.
else does a membership entail? So do you get discount lunch with a membership?
No, that's just with the age
Okay.
and with the nutrition program, and we have that sponsored through Missoula Aging Services.
Oh,
so we're in
perfect.
partnership with them
Nice.
for that program.
Okay. Okay.
So, yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. How would one go about getting a membership?
Just come into the office and say you want to become a member.
Okay.
We have a newsletter that once you're a member, we will mail that to you free of charge. We also have it online, and we just recently launched a new website, so
Oh,
that's out there.
nice.
So that was a lot of fun to put together. I have this wonderful practicum student who did a lot of the work. God love her, and she did a wonderful job. So it's really
Cool.
nice.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. I didn't know that. What is your website?
TheMissoulaSeniorCenter.org.
Okay, all right. Everyone, themissoulaSeniorCenter.org. If you're interested in learning more information on it, go on there.
Yeah.
That's awesome. When did you guys launch that?
Just this in the last couple weeks.
Perfect. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, let's see. And then your thrift store downstairs, what is it called?
The Underground.
The Underground. Okay. And
Yeah.
then is that run by employees or is that volunteer?
Volunteers.
Okay. Okay.
And we
that's
have one
nice.
person who works with us from Experience Works. And that program is for adults 55 and older who are not currently working but could be. And so they work with this organization. It's federally funded. And so she comes to work for us but is paid through Experience Works.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. That's nice.
Yeah. Yeah,
a nice
she's a
deal.
great asset.
Yeah.
And then the rest are volunteers.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that most of the positions are volunteers.
Yes. Yes.
How big is your staff?
There's 5 of us.
Okay.
Myself and one other person is full-time, and the other 3 are part-time.
Okay. Okay. Awesome. Awesome. How do you get income for the center since it's a nonprofit organization?
Through memberships, activities, donations. We recently sent out a request for donations for our building fund. We're trying to remodel the front of our building.
Oh,
Yeah.
good. What are you planning on it looking like? Just to remodel it? Just
It
the
is.
same one, but like make it the same way? Yeah.
It'll be more in keeping with the neighborhood, so that the cabled roof will stay, and we need new windows and those kinds of things. So
Yeah.
the building was built in 1928, so it's in definite need.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Totally.
Yeah, yeah.
It looks pretty good though.
Not bad, not
Being
bad.
Built in 1928.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I know. I love the history of Missoula. That was my last show. Was the history of Missoula, and it was
Oh,
fun.
yeah.
It was really fun.
There's so much here.
Oh, I
yeah.
know, I know, yeah. And there are a bunch of books where it's like Missoula then and now, like the pictures of the old days and the new days, and
Right.
yeah, it's really cool. It's really cool to
Well,
see.
and our building used to be a car lot, a bank, a Safeway, a Buttrie's, a Stop and Go. Yeah.
So it's very appropriate. Very appropriate
It's
now.
very appropriate now
Yeah.
to be a senior center. Yeah,
That's cool.
it works. Yeah.
Yeah. What are some goals that you have for the senior center and that you want to accomplish to better the senior center?
Well, right now I want to get through this process of getting the bathrooms remodeled. I wrote a grant. We got a grant for bathroom renovation to make them ADA compliant because
Good.
they are not.
Good.
And so that we're starting that now. The demolition will start in March, so that's forefront right now. But what I'd like to do is eventually be able to get some more educational programs in there, and
That'd be good.
for Medicare and Medicaid, and like I said, Missoula Aging Services helps us a lot, and they're a great resource for anybody out there that has questions. But I'd like to offer a little bit more where we are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. Are you going to have to shut down the senior center to remodel the bathrooms?
No,
No? Okay, that's good.
no. As of now, no. You never know when you start tearing out walls what's going to happen. But no, we don't. I don't plan to.
That's good. Are you going to have to put up a porta potty outside?
No. What we're going to do is do the men's room first,
Oh, yeah.
and then they'll have a co-ed bathroom.
Yeah, and they'll have to be okay with it.
They're gonna, most of these people grew up on farms, and they're not shy. They don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like as you get older, you can't really care anymore.
Yeah.
You really shouldn't.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting, but
Yeah.
it's a 10 to 12 week process, and the end result is going to be fantastic. So.
Yeah, that's exciting. I'm
It's-
excited for you guys.
Oh, I'm very excited.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. What is your position in charge of? You're the executive administrator, right?
Yes.
So what are you in charge of?
Everything.
Everything.
Yes. I run the day-to-day operations of the center, and I report to the board president.
Okay. What are your hours of operation there?
8 to 4, Monday through Friday.
Okay, and then you're not open on the weekends.
The thrift store is open from 10 to 3 on Saturdays.
Okay, and then everything should. That's kind of nice though.
Yeah.
Give it a break on the weekends. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell us about the upcoming elections at the senior center.
Well, because we're governed by a board, and the board is elected, then we have annual elections. So right now, we're gearing up for our annual election, which is February 18th, and that would be for the president, vice president, second vice president / secretary, and treasurer.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
Right.
Okay. And then so when the person wins, they just get spots on the board?
They are, the executive committee then is basically the powers that be,
Yeah.
I guess I would say. And that's who I would report to. That's who I report to.
Okay, that's
Most
awesome. And
likely.
those are members, right?
And they are members,
Yeah.
yes. And we are also looking for advisory. We're going to add 3 positions to the board for advisory personnel, so
exciting.
that they won't have a vote necessarily, but they do have the option to provide us with information that we otherwise wouldn't have.
Yeah.
And so we're really excited about that. So we're looking for that. And then we recently decreased our board from 20, which was crazy big, to 9.
Oh, wow.
And so that's nice. So
That is nice.
yeah, that will be a little bit more manageable. We also have a quilters group.
Oh, perfect. I didn't know that.
And they meet on Fridays, and if you've ever been in the center, then you've seen all the quilts that are along the wall, and they are made by
Yeah, they're
our
beautiful.
quilters group.
Yeah. That's cool. So do they meet there and sew there?
They do.
Do they? Do they?
They do.
Do
They
put
also
in the-
meet. They also work at home
Okay.
on some of their projects. But yeah,
Yeah, that's awesome. That's
Yeah.
interesting. Do you guys have a bunch of sewing machines for them, or
We
they
do.
bring their own?
no, we have
Cool. Can anyone go there and use them?
them. I guess nobody's ever asked. I guess, but yeah.
Yeah, okay. I like to sew, so
Yeah.
it'd be kind of fun to. I don't
Yeah.
have a quilting machine, so that'd be kind of fun to check it out or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I worked in a fabric store for many years, so
Oh,
I
okay.
definitely understand like the quilters and all the fabric. And
Yeah.
I loved it. It was really
Yeah.
fun.
It's amazing what they.
Oh,
what they
they're
do, yeah.
masterpieces.
Yeah.
And it takes so long, and all that fabric and time and energy, and then do you guys have like the old school quilting machines, like not computerized or electronic or anything?
No, they put it out on a rack and tie it that way, and
Okay, yeah. Oh God, I love sewing.
come down and talk to them.
I know. I think
They're there on Fridays
yeah.
from 10 to 2.
Are
so,
they? Cool.
Yeah.
I should definitely check it out.
Yeah, they're amazing.
Yeah. Do you have any other information about the Senior Center that you want to share with us today, or anything upcoming, or anything that you want people to know?
Well, we have our African dance person, Taryn Ream,
Right. Yeah.
is being honored for her contributions, and that's this Friday from 7 to 9. She's doing a little potluck and dance at the center, and we also have a Valentine's Day dinner and dance,
Oh, fun.
and that's $11 for a person or $20 for a couple, and it's from 4 to 6, so it's early enough for our seniors to come and enjoy and be able to get home before it gets too dark.
Yeah.
That's a big thing, and then and it's open to anybody. Anybody can come. Just call and set a reservation, but we have to have a minimum of at least 10 couples to
Yeah,
be able to pull it off. So
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's really awesome. Do you guys have any like shuttle service for the senior
We
center?
don't.
No.
No,
Have you
we don't.
considered getting one?
they did have one at one time, but it's cost prohibitive for us.
Oh, really?
To have it. The cost of the vehicle and the insurance to be carting people around and having a driver, a full-time permanent driver, and
Yeah, who's actually qualified to do it.
who's licensed
Yeah.
to be able to do that, and knows all those things. So
Yeah.
it's just not at this point in our growth. We're not ready for that yet.
Yeah, that's understandable. I can imagine. I mean, it's a good idea, but I can imagine that that's really tough to get your hands on, and you have to think about all that other stuff, and
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot more to it than just that.
Yeah, there
Yeah.
really is, yeah. Well, if any of the viewers have any more questions about the Senior Center or any activities, you can call Michelle at the Senior Center at 543-7154. Thank you very much for being here tonight, Michelle.
Thank you. Thanks for
appreciate
having
it.
me.
Yeah. So we're going
Yeah.
to go to a quick commercial break, and then my other gal is going to come on.
Hello and welcome to MCAT. MCAT stands for Missoula Community Access Television. We are a nonprofit group that helps the community get into broadcasting and communication. How? I'm not sure. If it's too formal, I mean, people are just gonna be like, oh, that's boring. And then if it's too like, oh yeah, we don't give a crap, la-di-da. Are you filming this? Oops. How? We train anybody who comes through our doors how to shoot, edit, and produce videos. Whether you like to be in front of the camera or behind, we provide the equipment you need to get started, so come on down.
Hi. Okay, welcome back to Generation Talks. Now, with us in the studio right now, we have Kim Stutzman and Amy Richardson, which Kim is the president of Kindness Matters, which is an in-home care company that provides professional, affordable, and caring in-home living assistance for seniors in the Missoula area. And we also have Amy Richardson, which is sales and marketing. Thanks for being on the show tonight, you guys.
Thank you.
Yeah. What was your inspiration to start this business?
My inspiration was my caring about older people, my grandparents. They needed assistance at home, and then I worked in skilled nursing facilities and just really fell in love with seniors and wanted to help keep them in their home as long as possible.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I know. I feel bad when they have to go to senior assistance centers or yeah. What exactly is home care?
Well, the in-home care, what we represent is a non-medical in-home care, and what that means is that we go in and we assist with activities, daily living, bathing, showering, anything that they need to stay independent in their home as long as possible, providing meals, errands, taking them to doctors, light housekeeping. Just our home care is all inclusive of those things.
Yeah, and then so it's non-medical, so you can't distribute medicines, right?
Correct. We do not distribute medication. However, we do give medication reminders.
Okay.
And so the family or whomever would need to have their medicines already laid out, and then we just remind the elder to go ahead and take them.
Okay.
So
That's good. Yeah, do you have to be a registered nurse to do that?
Not for non-medical, no.
Okay.
However, I do have personal care attendants or CNAs, and they are personal care attendants. We have training that we give our caregivers ongoing, and then some CNAs also come to work for us. And so, but I do have liability insurance, and that does not cover, being medical. So we're non-medical.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Awesome. Awesome. How long have you been in business?
We are brand new, brand new. I started with the concept in April of last year.
Perfect.
And so but we now are in the process of contacting the hospitals and nursing facilities. We assist folks when they come out of therapy as well. And so we assist them in all that. So we're really generating some referrals right now. And so we're really excited about that.
Yeah, that is exciting. That's awesome. Especially
is.
to be your own business, and you're starting it yourself. That's great.
It is. I have
Women
a lot
power.
of support. Well, that's true. And Amy is a blessing because
Yeah.
she is just a great resource and support and a good friend. We're working together. It's great.
Good, good.
Yeah.
You need each other.
Yes.
Peas in a pod.
Great.
That's right.
What was your first step to getting this business started?
Well, the first step was researching, did I want to be a franchise? Did I not? And I'm not a franchise. But I did partner up with another company, and they are pretty big, I guess a player, a big corporation, and they assist in teaching me. And so I went through a training course, and then they've helped me just all along the way, saying this is what you need to do, and I've gotten the licenses and of course insurances, and they've just really been a support. However, I'm the 100% owner,
Yeah.
so that's
Yeah.
really neat.
Yeah, that is neat. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. How do you hire and train your employees?
Well, I just put out an ad through Craigslist, or to hire. However, if a client has somebody a family member, somebody that's currently caring for them, then if they don't live in the home, I can pay them. I mean, I can pay them to come take care of their own family. They're doing it anyway, but they're not being paid.
Yeah.
So we can do that. I do
That's
have.
cool.
It really is.
Yeah, I haven't heard of that before. That's really, really nice.
It's trying. We're here to help, and that's why we chose the name Kindness Matters,
I love
because it matters.
It does.
Kindness matters.
Yeah, it really does. You want to make people feel, supported and comfortable and loved.
Absolutely, and that includes supporting the family, not just the client, but the family members. Oftentimes it's the adult children, probably my age. They need a lot of support, and grandchildren, sometimes it falls on them, or nieces and nephews, and they need support to care for this loved one. And so that's what we're here to do. And so that's it.
Yeah, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. That's
Yeah.
all you need to hear,
Right.
That's awesome. I feel like you guys are going to really take off
Thank
just
you.
because of those words, and just because, you have it in your heart. You're not out there to make money. I mean, because you gotta survive.
Right.
But it's for the people, and
It
that's
is.
what matters.
That's the bottom line.
Yeah, and that's why it's so great to be in Missoula too, is because we're all for each other. So
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, and we are up here in Missoula. However, we go all the way down in through the Bitterroot. We have clients in Connor, and so we go the whole valley. And what I try to do is the caregivers. You ask, how do I find them? And it could be through someone that's already taking care of them, a neighbor or somebody, or they say, oh, so and so needs help, and we try to have our caregivers be within 15 or 20 miles of the client.
Yeah.
So that way they can get to them, they have a relationship, and it's not just in and out, 1 hour here, 2 hours there, and somebody different rotating all the time. We want to avoid that as much as possible.
Yeah, that's important. Yeah. Yeah, that was my next question, is where your service area is. So it's all through the valley, right?
It is from Missoula, and then around Missoula, like up Rattlesnake. I mean, it's just around the area, all the way down to Connor, right?
Cool. That's wonderful. So what is the difference between a home care agency and an independent personal attendant?
Good question. Independent personal assistant is somebody that you can hire, the client or whoever can hire. You see their ads, oh, I can come take care of you, and that's great, and they probably can do a good job and have experience. However, a lot of times they do cost less, but they don't have liability insurance and they're not bonded.
And what does it mean to be bonded?
Well, that means like if you're responsible up to so many thousands of dollars. That if something ends up going missing, you know, bondable means that you don't have anything on your record. You're clean all the way through. And so, and we do, you know, I ask for clean driving records, no accidents, minor tickets. I mean, because I want people to feel safe, you know, and that's part of my insurance as well, the liability insurance. And if an independent caregiver gets hurt in your home, they're going to go to you for the bills, to the client. Where if I put a caregiver in your home and they get hurt, they're going to come to me and my insurance, and the client is not responsible for paying that.
Good.
So that's a big difference as well.
Yeah. Yeah. What are the other differences?
The other differences could be ongoing training.
Okay.
Or availability. If that person misses a day, there's nobody to come and fill their place. Where if I have a caregiver come in, and if they're not well, I can send somebody else to work that day with the caregiver, with the client. So then that way, hopefully they're not left alone.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. That's awesome. Tell me about your VA program.
Oh, that's a very exciting program that we
Yeah.
have. And that is, we have a program that we assist the veterans through the aid and attendance benefit. And this company that I mentioned that I work with and that they help train me, they have a specialized team that works strictly in getting the veterans' papers processed through the VA in a timely manner.
Good.
The veterans program, the aid and attendance, is where we can provide them, no cost to them, 10 to 20 hours of free care per week. And that's really vital that we can do that. And that includes doing the things we mentioned for our private care clients. However, we can go and take them, you know, shopping, meal preps, errand running, the same things, you know, that they need just to have the best life possible in their own home. And they're not paying for any of the care. The VA is through the aid and attendance benefit that it's paid.
Good, good. Yeah, we need to protect our veterans.
Absolutely.
And we need to love them and support them. Yeah,
Absolutely.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Amy, I've got a question for you.
Okay.
What is the marketing that you guys do? How do you get yourself out there and, like, get people to know about you?
Well, we advertise in the paper.
Okay.
We also have checked into some other advertising through the Senior Center, through websites, where we've had several people call that have found us through internet searches. So that's been exciting. And then my job is I network.
Cool.
And so I go out and I'm the one who meets with the facilities, and I check in with the social workers there and the discharge managers at the facilities, and just make sure they know what we do and what we can offer as far as help. And I just check in with them weekly to see if they have any needs, if they have anybody that's going to be discharged that needs us, and just keep our face out there.
Yeah, perfect. Awesome. That's really awesome. What promotional things do you guys have going on right now? Do you have any promotional events coming up?
Well, we don't necessarily have any events that we ourselves are in. We are members of the Chamber, the Missoula Chamber of Commerce.
Oh, nice.
And we are planning, hopefully, in the next couple months to be having a grand opening, so that would be fabulous. We can put out an announcement. But as far as doing promotional things, we don't necessarily have any. What we try to do is go and do presentations, letting people know, like at the Senior Center, of the lady that was just here.
Yeah.
And just getting out like that. But as far as an actual promotion, we don't necessarily have any at this time. However, we do want to be involved in the health fairs, having a table there, helping folks to be aware of that, and, just joining in with other, things right now that are going on.
Yeah, are you finding that it's pretty easy to be able to, get into health fairs and get into stuff like that?
Absolutely. Well, we are new, so everybody's like, I've never heard of you. Hopefully you're going to start hearing more about us.
Yeah.
However, they are really excited, especially about the Veterans Program.
Yeah. Yeah, that is exciting. That's wonderful.
And we're very unique.
Not other places do that, right? I mean, I feel like I always hear about, the veterans just, things not coming in soon enough, and then being, homeless because no one cares, or no one's processing their stuff quick enough.
Right, and through the aid and attendance benefit, the group that I work with, like I said, they focus on that specifically, and they help process the paperwork where we can hopefully get in right away and start caregiving.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
And where they don't have to wait the full time.
Yeah, that's good. That's wonderful. Great, awesome. Well, if anyone else wants more information, Kim has got a website, which is www.kindnessmattershomecare.com, or you can call her at 532-5565. Thank you so much for being here
Thank
tonight,
you.
ladies.
It's been a pleasure.
This has been wonderful. Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
And thank you to everyone else at home tuning in. That's all the time that we have for tonight. But I'll see you back here February 18th at 7 p.m. Thanks for tuning in to Generation Talks, and I'm Noelle McAvoy, your host.